How do we imagine our food production to be like in 2050? We will need to provide roughly double the amount of food to feed the estimated 450 million people living in Europe by then.
To achieve this, there has to be a heavier focus on technical innovation in farming, a cutback on resources and transportation, and also more education in how to have a more responsible and sustainable food consumption. We need to produce more food on a smaller footprint in a circular system that is also transparent to the consumer.
In the past 9 weeks, we have been exploring possibilities of food production in 2040 through robotic systems and artificial intelligence. And to define the design guidelines of our project, we applied the 3 horizons method.
Which means, based on the solutions and trends we can see in the agriculture sector of today, we imagine future scenarios that we see as realistic and desirable. And that is essential, because based on our assumptions, we define the next steps to take to reach the future that we would like to see. Today, greenhouses are designed in a human-centered way, which means, as we tend to do, we place plants in a predefined grid and sort and categorize them by type to make it easier for us to manage the production. But what if we could transition to a more naturalistic growing environment? Could we embrace polycultural and cross-enriching farming techniques to plant crops, herbs, fungi, everything together so that they can enhance each other? How would a greenhouse look like if we designed it from a plant's perspective?
What we are describing is not easy to achieve with the farming technologies of today. But with the advancements in robotics and artificial intelligence, this suddenly becomes realistic.
Imagine a greenhouse run by an AI that is designed to grow and harvest crops as efficient as possible. Imagine a continuously changing environment made up through a combination of permanent and temporary structures that are 3D printed to adapt to each plant's best growing conditions.
The goal is to give the AI complete freedom in this defined space, so it can continuously learn, adapt and improve. To make this a reality, we would need to provide the system with robotic hardware that can complete various tasks in this farming process, like building and also destroying the structures, monitoring the soil quality, humidity and light data, predicting harvesting times and much more. We explored 3 different types of robots inspired by nature. The first robot embodies the agility and the gentleness of a caterpillar, having the ability to move through the structure and monitor the crop health with sensors around a flexible torso.
Or, inspired by the shape of a beetle, can we design a robot that continuously builds and destroys the strong structures we need to support the plants?
And for all the transportation tasks, we explored a combination of several smaller robots, working together to carry out harvest and bring new plants in. This was very much inspired by the collective intelligence of ant colonies. This is how we defined the caterpillar, the beetle, and the ant.
We believe that the whole farming process would still need to be overseen by a human. To check on the status of the greenhouse, manage the yield, choose which crops to plant next, but most importantly, inform the consumer about all the current harvest, just like in a farmer's market of today. The consumer will be able to explore the greenhouse, both in person, but also through a digital experience. They should be able to place specific requests on crops, learn about them and their harvesting seasons, and also explore their origin. Maybe even be inspired with some recipes on how to use the different ingredients. In this project, we explored how to use the automation technologies of tomorrow to really enable a fresh and diverse harvest in the megacities of the future. Solutions like this could be an addition to the traditional food production methods in the next 20 to 30 years. A highly automated, efficient and adaptive greenhouse that is connected to a market which can be predictive and reactive to the consumer's needs, allowing us to truly enjoy incredibly fresh and healthy produce in a more circular way.